meaner and tougher and whatever, they never fought. And if they never fought, you don't know what would happen. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can think that and there's nothing wrong with him thinking that. But I just think that he has a dislike for Floyd, and like a lot of people do. I'm not saying that because a lot of people do dislike Floyd because Floyd put his greatness in your face.
Thought could have beat him, except Canelo. That's the only fighter we thought that was on his level was Canelo.
One fantasy fight I got for you at lightweight: Roberto Duran, Floyd Mayweather.
Don't even do it because you're gonna piss him off again. You already pissed him off one time. Now you're gonna piss him off again because you already know what I'm finna say.
It's him.
Keep pissing Floyd
off. Well, I'll say it. I don't see Floyd Mayweather beating Roberto Duran at 135.
Hey, you don't see it?
It can't happen. Yeah.
It's not happening, but I understand. But
Floyd.
After Floyd Mayweather Sr. made fun of Roy Jones Jr. by saying that Roy Jones would be easily defeated by Floyd and would eventually be knocked out, Roy Jones Jr. has finally responded to the taunt. Ironically, it was Roy Jones Jr. who first called Floyd Mayweather out for the fight. The legendary 50-0 boxer has remained mostly mute on the subject, but fortunately, some outspoken family members have spoken up for him, and it's likely that Roy Jones Jr. will brutally defeat Floyd Mayweather if they ever fight. Floyd Mayweather Sr. claims that he is older than Floyd, slower than Floyd, and not as fit as Floyd. What makes this even competitive than Floyd Mayweather's?
If you like this, please subscribe Punch Vista and click the bell icon for more latest and interesting videos.
Floyd didn't have the meanness and toughness to beat Sugar Leonard. And of course, after he said that, then Floyd
made a more detailed forecast about the outcome of a fight between his son and Roy Jones Jr. because of his expertise and understanding of his fighting style. Floyd Jr. won't be able to hit Floyd because Mayweather's was the one who shaped Floyd's defensive approach and ring IQ during his professional career. He'll be too unathletic and slow to bother Floyd. Floyd will find it quite easy. Floyd Mayweather highlighted his son's technical prowess and defensive know-how as he made his prediction. However, Mayweather Sr. also recognized the difficulty his son would encounter against the aggressive and gifted Jones Jr., given Jones Jr.'s prior performances and skill set. The result of such a fictitious battle ultimately depends on a number of variables, such as the fighter's present tactics and skill set.
Because to him, he's a great fighter, and a great fighter always has an ego, and just like him, he has an ego, And Roy was a great fighter. And Roy probably would have been one of the greatest fighters ever if he never went up to heavyweight and come back down. But he did, and so you can't. And one thing about boxing is this: you don't just talk about your great fights. You got to talk about every fight.
It's hard to predict with precision how the bout would go because of the age and weight class differences. Since losing to MMA superstar Anthony Showtime Pettis via majority decision, in April 2023, Jones has not competed. Since being defeated by Pettis, the 56-year-old Pensacola native has kept the door open for a comeback to the ring, albeit this has not yet materialized. Regarding Mayweather, the 5-division world champion ended his career in 2017, shortly after defeating Conor McGregor in their historic crossover match in Las Vegas, bringing his perfect record to 50-0. Former WBO World Heavyweight Champion Shannon Briggs discussed his opinion on a possible fight between Jones and Mayweather during.
Y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked, because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready, wide open, ready to go. Just call.
A social media live stream. Who defeats Roy Jones and Mayweather? Roy Jones. Roy Jones. Do you understand what I mean? Although the two men would most likely head toward an exhibition fight if it were to take place, Jones has already made it clear that he wants to fight Mayweather in a sanctioned fight. Discussions about their altercation were first casual because Jones was the one who raised the subject following Floyd's subtle retort to him. Floyd sent recordings of himself witnessing Roy Jones Jr. get knocked out in fights to his Instagram story on July 6th, which have now gone popular on social media.
You already know. Ellie, what's the deal? Mayweather, who wins? Mayweather versus Roy Jones? Ooh, Roy Jones. Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Ellie, man, thank you for that video. You the champ. Let's go, champ.
Demonstrating how much these remarks irritated Mayweather, Jones Jr. finally spoke out against Mayweather's insult on July 9th, posting on Instagram with the caption public service announcement, "What's going on, lovers of the fight worldwide? I am aware of how much you guys love boxing as a sport. I am aware that we play games and that everyone has problems and viewpoints. That's also cool. I'm free to express my thoughts, and I have the right to do so. And it was effective if someone was attempting to sublime a message to me."
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money.
Jones Jr. declared, "I'm always ready, wide open, ready to go if you want to show that you're better than me. Give me a call." He came to a conclusion with this PSA. It's obvious who he's addressing. Additionally, it is anticipated that Mayweather will accept the offer and an exhibition bout may be imminent. Despite hanging up the gloves, it's rare to witness to boxing legends fighting. However, everyone has something to say when it occurs. One user chuckled while emphasizing that Roy Jones Jr. ought to have anticipated it. "Listen, Roy ought to have realized that Floyd would retrieve him."
Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You got to respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 80-0. You go ever top that? No.
"Man, he can't say anything," the user left a comment. In his prime, Floyd Mayweather was the master of trash talk, and it appears that he still has the ability to do so. Mayweather held titles in 5 different classes, concluded his campaign with a 50-0 perfect record, and dazzled with what is arguably the best defense in the industry. With 4 of the top 5 highest-selling pay-per-view events, he was also one of the sport's most lucrative stars. And for now, that's it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on the latest news, events, moments, and activities in the boxing world. Remember to enable alerts so you can be informed when we publish high-quality stuff like this.